There may not be anyone jump on because it is not even 5 o'clock on a Friday. But we brought the kids up to Pigeon Forge. The middle kid's birthday is tomorrow, and Dalen had a cheer competition tomorrow, so we just decided to come up. So I'm gonna do this earlier than usual. I usually do it in the evenings, but I wasn't sure what we would be doing later, so I went ahead and decided to do it early. So it doesn't look like anyone's gonna jump on, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start. So it's a little before 5, but it's all good. Most of y'all watch the replay anyways. So today the blog went up about things that you may be doing wrong as a leader, or mistakes that you may make as a leader. So I wanted to cover some things in here that are some things that can help you as a leader. So we're going to talk about building your confidence as a leader and how to empower your team. So let's start with building your confidence first. So a lot of times, a lot of us struggle with feeling confident as a leader. I know last week I shared a little bit of my story of how I had messed up as a leader. You know, I shared my story about how I don't know how to explain it, like how I screwed up. I mean, I guess that's just the best way to put. Sorry. So basically, I just want to share, if you didn't watch my live from last week, go back and watch it, but I just wanted to share that since I had screwed up as a leader, you know, I did some things wrong, I was new to leadership, I wanted to share some things from my perspective of where to go from there. So let me close this window real quick. I know it's a little darker in here, but that light's like shining right in my face and it's driving me crazy. So confidence isn't something that you can, it's not something that you really learn. It's just something that you, through personal development and developing yourself and you know, your team or whatever, that's where your confidence is going to come from. It's a state of mind. It's all in your head. You can't learn today. You can't take a class and read a book and have a million confidence if you still don't believe in yourself. If you still don't, say it's the way you look. Say you think you're fat. You can't read a book that says how to not be fat anymore, and then all of a sudden you're just not going to think that about yourself. Hey, I didn't know if anyone was going to jump on because I did it earlier than usual. But if you continue to think in your mind, if your mindset is always telling you, no, you're fat, nothing you do is going to matter. It doesn't matter if you go on a diet. It doesn't, you know what, I just shared this. How did I put it? If you keep saying, I can't ride a bike, when you jump on a bike, guess what? You're going to fall off. You're not going to be able to ride that bike because you keep telling yourself you can't ride that bike. If you want to run a marathon or a mile or whatever, if you keep telling yourself, I can't run a mile, guess what? You're going to walk it. You know, you're not going to be able to do anything that you keep telling yourself you're not going to be able to do. So that's really, really big. If you keep saying, like every day, if you wake up and say, I suck as a leader, I'm not a good leader, I don't know how to lead my team, I don't know how to help people, you know, if you constantly say these things, then guess what? That's what's going to come true. I mean, that's what's going to come about. So you have to speak confidence into yourself. You have to feel confident. You have to know that you're confident. So basically, you can start with like, practicing. I know it sounds so stupid, but you could stand in a mirror and say, you know, if you don't like your nose, stare in a mirror every day and say, I love my nose. It's so cute. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to practice it. You have to think it. You have to positively think whatever you want to change. If you're having money problems and you constantly tell yourself, I'm always broke, guess what? You're always going to be broke. You have to change your mindset no matter what it is. If you say that you're in a funk, you're always going to be in that funk until you tell yourself you're not in a funk anymore. Until you tell yourself, I'm getting myself out of this. So practicing positive thinking, training, and gaining knowledge. So you build confidence through your actions and acceptance of your own skills or experience. So like I said, if you start telling yourself, I know how to ride this bike, I can ride it, I can do tricks on this bike. If you get on it and you practice and you believe in yourself, guess what? You're going to do it. So are you playing small? Are you afraid to really step into your role as a leader or as a confident leader? Change your mind and you'll change your world. Exactly. I struggle with this, especially since I shared my story about how I messed up as a leader. I've struggled ever since then. Am I worth it? Am I a good leader? Or does everyone really, listen to me? Do they follow me? I mean, that's the biggest thing. So I finally just told myself, you know what, forget the past. I've made changes. I made up what I did. I fixed my wrong, and I'm a good leader. And that's what I tell myself every day. Like, everyone follows me. Everyone wants to know what I'm doing. Everyone wants to listen to me and take my advice. I'm a good leader. And that's what I have to keep telling myself every day, or I'm going to sit in bed and worry about how horrible I am. So my biggest advice is to stop, and even if it's something not leadership, whatever you're telling yourself you can't do or you aren't, then stop doing it. Just change it. I know it sounds like it's not that simple, but it is. Just change how you think. Change how you act. It all starts with you. I can't sit here and expect DJ to be confident in me. That's my husband. I can't expect him to be confident in me. I can't expect my team to be confident in me and follow me if I don't want to follow myself, if I'm not confident in myself. Everything starts with you. So maybe I'll share a little bit about leading from the front. So the thing with that is, I never do anything that I wouldn't teach my team. I never tell my team to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. I don't get on Facebook and not post about my business or not share my testimony, but then tell my team to do the same thing. I don't get in here in Trendsetters and say, y'all need to do this and do that and go here and go there, but I'm not doing it either. Like that's leading from the front no matter what you're doing. In your family, if you want your kids to clean up their room, guess what? You need to clean up your room. If you want your kids to be morning people, then you need to be a morning person and teach them. I mean, whatever role that your leadership is in, whether it's in your family, in your church, in your business, in your life, anything, you need to lead from the front and you do it first. So that's one of the biggest things that, I've never really felt not confident about, because I've never asked my team to do things that I wouldn't do. I'm sorry. I've had the hiccups all day. I've never asked my team to do anything that I wouldn't do. A lot of times my team will tell you, if I want to try something, like say I want to, try this follow-up message, I will do it first and make sure that for me it worked a little bit before I tell my team to do something. Because I feel like as a leader, you should learn from the mistakes and teach your team before they make the mistakes too. So say, or, in my family, so say I touched a heater and it's hot. Should I tell my kids not to touch it because it's hot, or should I let them touch it and burn their finger too? So that, just thinking about it in that way, like, don't do something that is not going to reward people around you. Lead from the front. Let me touch this heater first and see if it's hot, so I know to tell my husband and my kids not to touch it. So that's one of the biggest things I love to learn, whether I fail or screw up or whatever. I love to learn first so I can teach my team not to do the same thing. I kind of went off my notes. So let's see. Instead of just fake it till you make it, here's some tips on being the leader you're meant to be. So keep your emotions out of it. That's really, really huge. I'll just read a little bit of this and then I'll share. Good leaders know that their emotions don't normally have a place in business. Yelling and getting too excited over problems have no place in your business or your team. Allowing your emotions to get in the way is a sign you're not objective enough and maybe too passionate about the situation. Learn to put your emotions aside. So that's really, really big. So say there is, say I did something and I didn't like the way it made me feel. Okay, so we have a thing called blitzing. Basically, you take a card, like your business card, and you go hand it out. And blitz people is what we call it. So say I did it, and I'm trying to think of how to put this. Say I did it, and someone was rude to me, and I thought it was a waste of time, and I don't want anyone else to do it. That's my emotions, like running it. Or say, like I have an upline that I don't talk to. So instead of me being emotional about it and saying, no, don't talk to her, leave with intuition instead of emotion. Exactly. So I have an upline, and instead of saying, no, my team can't talk to her, don't talk to her, delete her, whatever, I let them decide for themselves. I'm not going to tell someone what to do. Instead of leading with my emotions because of the way that I feel about her, I'm not going to tell my team to do the same thing. And like she just said, leading with intuition. Now, if it was something that, say she ran people off and she cussed people out, then yeah, I'm going to tell my team, don't, fool with her because it's going to get you hurt. I mean, if it was that case, but if it's just me not liking the girl, then, which that's not the case, but, if it's just something simple like that, I'm not going to tell my team not to go there. Hey, love. Let's see, where am I at? I keep going all over the place. This video might be longer than usual. Respond. Leaders who have self-confidence don't show any signs of doubt. So you can do the same with speaking conviction and authority. Even if you're unsure, this shows your babes that you're the leader. So if we are at a team meeting or something, and I'm sitting here, I'm sitting here letting everyone talk and not going on with the meeting, even if I feel like, okay, so say somebody else. So say Bree's supposed to do a meeting for me. I don't know. And she can't make it, something happens. Instead of me letting everyone sit around and talk and do their own thing, or should I get up and go ahead and lead the meeting and, just have a little bit of confidence that I'm sharing something that everyone can use. I don't know if that's a good example. I don't know. I see, I'm not even confident in that answer. That was a little, but be confident and just lead, like, say you want someone to try this or learn that or whatever, just lead them that way, and teach them. Visualize yourself as the leader you want to be, then get busy becoming her. So that is huge. And like I said, when I screwed up and I thought that I was never gonna, or even besides that situation, I'm a double diamond now. It's one of the ranks in our company. So if I'm sitting here not thinking that I'm ever going to make it to triple or, promote to the next rank or whatever, and I'm not visualizing myself be there, how can I expect my team to do that? And if I want to be a triple diamond, how can I sit back and not do any work towards it? You have to put in the work. You have to get busy, and you have to take these steps. I have to have more confidence. I have to act like a triple diamond. That's the thing. I know a lot of your companies have like a diamond rank at least, a leadership rank. But if you want to be a diamond, you need to act like a diamond now. You don't just get to diamond overnight and not know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know the ropes. You have to just visualize yourself being there and think about what a diamond does, basically. What does a diamond do every day? And then model your days off of that. You have to act like what you already are. So if you're not confident, act confident until you get there. Not necessarily fake it till you make it, but actually believe in yourself that you're gonna get there. So if you're lacking confidence or struggling, ask yourself what the best leader version of yourself would do. Then put on a smile and do it. Don't lose your composure by worrying and giving in to fear. Spend some time visualizing the best leader in yourself daily. So, yes, the actions come first. Exactly. So, like I was just saying, same thing with this. If I'm lacking confidence, but I really want to be a triple diamond, then I need to do these things and ask like I just said, what would a triple diamond do? What are they doing every day? And that's what I need to do. And just do it. Don't second guess myself and say, oh, okay, you're not worthy. You can't make it. You can't whatever. Just do it. Know your strengths. Knowing your strengths help you build confidence. Play up to your strengths in the way you lead. If you're good at strategy, use it to your advantage. You'll start to grow into your own personal leadership style. The areas you aren't as confident in, as strong, you can develop or delegate. So that's huge. I know with my team, I have a couple other of my girls that help me with a lot of things. So, like Kiana, sometimes maybe she's better at explaining stuff than me, so I'll have her do that. Or sometimes I'm like a pushover. So when I would message people, this is how they got there and ask. Yes, exactly. So when I started, I was like people would tell me, okay, say they're interested in the wraps or whatever, and I'd say, okay, well, when do you want to order? And they're just like, okay, well, I don't really have the money right now. I'm the type of person that would be like, okay, girl, just let me know when you do. But in business, you can't always be like that. So when Kiana came in, and like I said, I was brand new when I signed her too, pretty much. She was like, no, like you're gonna ask them when they'll have the money, when their payday is. You know, I'll save you your spot. Like I had to learn a lot of things because, like I said, I'm kind of like what you would call a pushover. I would just be like, okay, girl, let me know. These people don't think about. They don't wake up every morning thinking, oh, I gotta order this or I gotta join that person. You have to be the reminder to them. So I'm not gonna go into that. That's like follow-ups and stuff. But if you know your skills, then work that part. Be that part. Work that area of your skills. If you know that you're weak somewhere, find someone that can make up for it and delegate those tasks to them. Have them do it. So a lot of times, like I'm super busy, and one of my girls will do our online parties for us. It took forever for me to be okay with someone else doing the work. I always felt like the person that had to do everything. A little bit of this was on my blog from today, but I always felt like I had to do everything or it wasn't going to get done right. I'm horrible about that. Like even now, like I don't ever want to let Daylin do something because I can do it better and I can do it quicker. But I don't always have the time to do it. So why should I not delegate that task to someone that's just as good, if not better, to do it? And last few things on that part of being confident. Hire a coach or find a mentor or role model. You may need to get help building your leadership confidence. Hire a coach who specializes in what you need help with. A mentor is another way you can build your confidence. Having someone who is already a confident leader mentor you through those times when your confidence is lacking will go a long way in building your self-confidence. So that's huge. Taking courses in leadership, that's huge. I mean, there's tons and tons. Like, the internet is full of crap that you can take, of courses, of webinars. Go on YouTube. I guarantee you can find a video on anything that you could ever need. And especially, like, our group, like Trendsetters. If you lack in leadership, guess what? That's what I'm doing all month. If you lack on social media, that's what we did last month. All these videos and all these blogs are here to help you all. You all just have to take advantage of it. So that is huge. And, you know, in here, first of all, your first month was free. How can you beat that? And I know a lot of you all were already in here before the whole thing launched, so you're free for life. You're a member for life, and you have everything that we will ever talk about on these weekly blogs for free. All you got to do is take advantage of it. So that's really, really one of the biggest things. So compare yourself. If you're not taking advantage of these things, compare yourself to, maybe you're a leader. So like with me, say I have my team and I expect them to jump on all my trainings, but I don't ever come to Trendsetters and jump on these trainings. So if I'm not pouring into myself and I'm not taking initiative to come listen to these people, then why should my team listen to me? You know what I mean? And that's one thing that I got to think about it. If I'm not personally developing myself, then why should my team? So most leaders aren't born with the confidence it takes to lead others. It takes time and practice before you begin to feel confident in a role as a leader. Before in your business. Yes, exactly. If you're not investing in yourself, then you're not going to make it very far. You know, I'm not going to go into this, but if you read the leadership, like what's it called? The lid on leadership. If I'm not pouring into myself, if I'm just right here and I'm this, you know, plain leader that doesn't pour into herself, doesn't really do trainings, guess what? My team's not going to be either. You know, with my own business, if I'm not developing myself, my business isn't going to go any farther than I am. So that's really, really huge to know. Okay, the second part of this is empowering your team members. So, do you have that one team member who you've noticed is just killing it lately? Are they ready to take on more responsibility? Are they struggling to discover and develop their strengths so they become more confident and kick it up another level? As a leader, it's your responsibility to guide them. Doing another, yay! Empire, the Launch Your Empire group was amazing. So when Bree offers that again, y'all have to take it. I mean, you do not want to miss that. But back to what I was saying. So this is huge. Like I was saying about the girl that I started letting do parties. She did parties. She's awesome anyway. So she can keep up with stuff. She's not as busy as me. But she did like 3 parties in a week and signed tons of customers and all kinds of stuff. So, you know, she continued to prove herself to me and show that, you know, she wanted this leadership role. She wanted this business. So I let her do a party to see how it would go, and she killed it. So, you know, I make sure that I watch people and watch how they work and how they're growing and how they do things, and give them the initiative when I delegate tasks that they can take those on and learn from it. So they'll look up to you. You want to make sure that you keep them. And a lot of what we say is when you sign a distributor on our team, you're basically their best friend until they go to, we call it Ruby, but until they're Ruby, you're their best friend. And then, you know, you can sleep on their couch, basically. Like, we stay with them until they're Ruby. And then, you move on to the next person and help them teach their people to be Ruby. They look to you to be the one to encourage them and build their strengths and gain more confidence. So, just like I had a girl that she signed customers and stuff like that, and I had already shouted her out for that, but I was scrolling down my timeline yesterday, and it's my girl Erica. She had been doing Facebook Lives on how to rap and, doing facial raps, asking questions, talking to people, and she's posting her picture of using her shake every day. You know, she's just constantly just doing everything that she's supposed to be doing. So I shouted her out yesterday just for doing her job, excuse me, signing customers, and being a product of the product. Just being consistent. That's why I shouted her out. And I'm sure it made her feel, amazing and feel seen and feel loved. I just wanted to tell her how proud of her I was, even if it's something as simple as, I'm proud of you for drinking this drink every day that like you're supposed to do. So how do you empower them? Begin by helping them learn and develop their skills. If they feel like their skills are being underutilized, they may begin to doubt their abilities. Help them improve their abilities and learn new skills so they can play a strong part when contributing to projects. Give them access to courses and training. Give them time and encouragement to do what they're passionate about. So that's one of the biggest things. Because if you don't, they'll fall off and they'll look up to you. Exactly. So that's one of the biggest things. If I don't train my people, if I don't tell my people what to do, if I don't tell them to post, and they're awesome at posting, if I don't tell them to do a party, then I'm basically, like, they're just wasting their talent. They're wasting their time, and they're not going to feel like they're doing anything. They're not going to feel like a lot of us will run on a hamster wheel. We're constantly running on this hamster wheel because we're just doing what we need to do every day to get by, and we're not pouring into what we'd like to do. We're not, how do I explain it? We're not, so say, like, you'd like doing trainings like this. If you're not doing them, then you're not going to feel like you're doing anything special. If you're not, say you love posting on Facebook for your business. If you're not posting like you're supposed to be, you're going to feel like crap, and you're going to feel like, oh, well, I just wasted my whole day. Or you're going to feel like you're struggling. So do what makes you happy. Do what you know how to do, and it's going to make you feel 10,000 times better. And you got to figure out these things with your people, too. With your team, you need to know what their strengths and weaknesses are. Piggyback on their strengths and run with them and make sure that they're doing those things every day, because that's what's going to help them grow. Their weaknesses, while they're doing what they're strong at and they feel confident, they can work on their weakness. So when they start doing that, they're going to feel even better and feel stronger when they're working, when their weakness is no longer their weakness and it's, a strength. Delegate specific tasks step by step that help them grow in areas they're interested in pursuing. Don't leave them to their own devices in unfamiliar territory. Stick close by them until you see they no longer need your guidance. Start to slowly give them more responsibilities. So that's one of the things that we did with our new distributors. I don't just sign them up, send them 15 packets and 15 videos to do or watch, and tell them to hit me up when they're done. I tell them to get to work. Like, post your first post, message these people, reach out to your family. These things that's going to make them feel so much better instead of just giving them busy tasks that's not going to, help them at all. And then I don't just sign them up and then let them do their own thing. I'm constantly teaching them until they no longer need me. And I'm not saying like I don't check on my people. You don't just stop checking on your people. But if you see that they can post, they can message people, they can do whatever that they're supposed to be doing every single day, they'll come to you when they need you. Yes, and send them to my Pretty New Team website. And that's another thing. It's all broken down into weekly things. And they need to check. The way that we're doing it is they need to check in with me before they go on to the next thing. And I don't just throw a million things at them. Continue empowering them by being supportive of them. Build a strong foundation by connecting one-on-one with individuals. Really listen to their concerns and show them how much they're already contributing. So this girl, one of my new girls, I signed in, I guess it was last month. She signed like 10 customers in 2 days. And I was like, oh my gosh. So she's constantly, like, she's came to me a couple times and she's like, I can sign a million customers, but I can't sign distributors. I suck at this. And I'm like, girl, no, you have no idea. And I'll just talk her through it and help her with that aspect. If she can sign customers, then signing distributors is her weakness. So I'm staying on the strength, which is the signing customers. Keep working that. But until while you're doing that, you need to work on your weakness, which is signing distributors. So that's what we work on together. As a leader, you have influence over who does what, and and how they feel about growing and leading themselves. So basically use that to build their confidence, giving them work that they're good at and they'll be interested in. I can't even talk today. Their passion and motivation will bloom when they have the chance to work on and show off what they do best. So basically, if they're amazing at messaging people, let them do that and have them do that to where maybe they sign 15 customers in a week, and then let them show that off, how amazing they're doing. Let me see how much more we got. Not much longer. Manage expectations. So they need to clearly know what to expect for them to feel truly empowered and on the right track. Be sure to clearly share what the short-term and long-term plans. So they need to know when they come in that their job is to sign this many customers or this many distributors, or have sales of $400, or they need to know specifically what they're supposed to be doing, because just like we know, if you don't have a goal in mind, you're just running. If you get in the car and you don't turn your GPS on, or you don't know where you're going, you're just going to be driving. You have to know where you're going. And to start these newbies out with a map in mind, then that's what's going to really take them to the next level. They need to know where they need to be by this point, or where they need to be by that point. And then from that point, they need to know where to go. Give objective feedback along the way. Let your team know how they're doing and what they can do to improve. So, constructive criticism. My thing is, if they're posting horrible posts and they're not talking to people right, you don't want them to keep doing it just because you're afraid to hurt their feelings. You don't have to go at them any kind of way that's going to hurt their feelings or anything like that. You just need to show them a better way. Show them what else to do. Instead of just watching them fail and fail and fail over and over again. Create an environment that encourages your team members to grow and learn new skills. Provide them with all the info, guidance, and tools they need. Everything they need, you need to provide them with. Don't overwhelm them. Walk them through everything. Break it down. My thing is, nobody wakes up every day knowing how to work a network marketing business, work a direct sales business, start their own business. They have to be taught. They have to be shown the way. They're not going to wake up every day and just know exactly what to do. And then lastly, just be there for them. Give your advice when it's needed or asked for. Be available for your team members by making it easy for them to ask questions or get your feedback on something. Always let them know you're happy to answer their questions. As a successful leader, you'll need to learn how to empower your team to discover and develop their strengths and feel more confident and rock their biz. Help them make more confident decisions, learn new skills, and take on new things with confidence. So that's all I have in my notes. So just to sum everything up, you need to be confident in yourself. You need to lead from the front. You need to be able to know your strengths and weaknesses so you can handle that. But you also need to be able to know your new people and, you know, other people. You need to know their strengths and weaknesses to help them along. You need to be able to know how to start your new people out. You need to be able to know how to lead your team. And you have to be able to have confidence in all that too, because if you don't have confidence, then you can't lead them in the right direction. So constantly pour into yourself, constantly pour into your team. Positive thinking, have your right mindset every day. Like I said, don't wake up every day and say, I can't ride a bike. Or, sorry, here they come again. Or you can't be a good leader, or, oh my goodness, I have been struggling with this all day. Or, you can't run a mile. Tell yourself that you can. Wake up every day with a positive attitude, with a positive mindset, and say you can crush everything that you come across. That you can be the best leader. Everyone's going to need you. Your team loves you, and they trust you. Wake up every day with that mindset and just do it. So, if you all have any questions, oh my goodness. I'm going to get off here because I have the hiccups. But if you all need anything, message me. Comment here. Make sure that you don't miss any of our blogs. Make sure you've signed up for your membership. Even if it's just the free one, make sure that you finish your enrollment. Oh my goodness, y'all. I can't deal. But comment any questions that you have, or any like tips for anybody else or anything. I hope y'all have a good day.